Some of us are going to have to face the fact. We, Generation X, women of a certain age, the cold hard truth of it is it could be too late for a lot of us. Not because you're just now starting to think about retirement, not because you've not saved the first red cent with the earmark that this is for retirement, because you haven't done the mental work. You have not figured out that freedom is not retirement. Freedom is control. Freedom is being able to look at what's coming in, live within those means without relying on credit cards, without thinking, well, my kids will let me move in, not thinking about, well, I've got equity in the house, but I've refinanced it 15 times, or I took out No, freedom is not retirement. Freedom is your ability to control your income and your outgo within the framework that you need to live. And a lot of us, dadgummit, and in my mind I'm actually cussing out loud, but I'm trying to keep this a family show. A lot of us have never taken that step at all in our life. We have been living like the tortoise and the hare, or is it the ants and the rabbit. I forget, whichever the parable, fable, child story is, with those who spent the high summer months preparing for the winter and those who didn't. And here comes winter and they ain't got nothing to eat. That's where we're kind of divided. So let's get this straight right now. If you don't think you're going to be able to retire, you're right. Because no matter what you think, you're right. But for those of us who may have started late, me, I didn't start to my mid-40s. Some of you, you're in your 50s now, and you might just now be getting started thinking about this and what it's going to look like. And the cold, hard truth is, you ready for this? You can or you can't. It's up to you. It's your ability to control you from this moment forward fearlessly, with intention, and planning. So let's talk about this real quick. You need to figure out, if you don't already know, and if you do, kudos to you, golf clap. But you need to know how much a month you need to live right now. Then you need to look at, have you saved anything? Do you have any debt? What is going to prevent you from continuing to live at the current level to which you're living? And chances are that's going to be an income source. So if you have not intentionally saved for retirement, to where you have got this account, that account, etc. You've got somebody you can talk to, and a lot of us are like that. I've recently, and not recently, I signed up for an endorsed local provider back in 2004 or something of that nature, 2014 maybe. But I've been with the same person ever since. We've developed a relationship. I trust him. I know he's got my best interest at heart. It costs me nominally to have his intentional advice. So if you need somebody, if you don't have somebody in your life, if you don't have somebody at church, a trusted family member, etc., or maybe you're just a very private person and you want to keep your business, then find somebody who you can talk to about what you need to do with what money you may or may not have and what that looks like as you move into retirement. Because I've learned a lot, and I can do an entire video series, and if you want me to, put it down there below. But there is pain points in being high earners as we go to age 65. If you want to retire early, there's pain points on having been a decent earner before you retire early and have to pick up your own health insurance policies. Also, as we move into retirement, and for those of us who have taken advantage of those 401ks, that's all pre-tax money. We all assume that when we're retired, when we're not working, our tax bills are tiny. Not necessarily. If you've done decently, if your accounts continue to grow, when you are removing the money out of those pre-tax funds, you have to pay taxes. And you're thinking, okay, well, I only need X number of dollars a month. That's not going to be too much tax in a whole year. But what happens when you get into your 70s and you've got required minimum distributions? That's a whole different kettle of fish. Your funds, by the time you get to 70 some odd, and I think it's 72 now that you're pressed, the government wants their money. They're going to have to start taking out on a minimum amount from all those pre-tax accounts. Some of you are going to find yourself in the highest tax bracket of your entire life. It's going to be startling. So it does behoove you to start doing some preemptive planning. I don't care how much you've got. I mean, maybe you've just been contributing to your 401k $5 a paycheck for the past 15 years. It does not matter. Eventually, you're going to get there and you're going to wish you had made better plans. Okay. But for those of us who want to retire because it brings us freedom, let's grab the freedom by the bells. See what I did there? Let's grab the freedom by the bells right now and say, I am going to begin controlling my spending, being intentionally aware of my income, reducing expenses, downsizing my belongings, because we all have so much junk that we need to get rid of, whether you're going to donate it or you're going to sell it and stack up that money to pay off debt or to build up your peace fund. Breathe easier as we go into this next chapter of our life. Take control of your money, of your stuff, in your life. That is true freedom. It's always been there. We've just been too busy living our lives, raising the kids, taking care of parents, getting married, divorcing, getting married again, living. We have been busy living instead of taking control, and it's time we stop that. Stop it. Okay. So this is Jigger of Gin. I had to get that off my chest. Had to get that off my chest for you guys. Please socialize it amongst yourselves. Leave down in the comments. Do you have control of your current life? Or are you still just being buffeted around by what may come and what may go? Because it's going to be an awfully cold winter that last season of your life. If you're planning to work to the day you die, good for you. Good for you. That is your choice, because you're choosing now to not take the steps to prevent that. Some of us will continue working because we enjoy it, but it'll be on our terms. It'll be our hours. It'll be our particular pet projects, passion projects, side hustles, whatever. Some of us are going to need to work some because we will have a gap between what's coming in and what's going out because we were busy living. All right. Like, share, subscribe. I usually post on Wednesdays and Saturdays. These Jigger Gins are just hither and yon as I feel the urge. Yeah, I'll come back. I got a little to say about a lot of stuff. Stop recording. Most of us have never done the step. Retirement Reality Reset Kit and the Retirement Calculator spreadsheet. You have to know your number before you can make any decisions about your future. You don't want to go to retirement and realize you can't afford it. Let's figure that out now and see what life is going to look like later. It's a fact. Period. It's a fact. Freedom stop recording.